Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm filming the 2021 Toyota Sienna Platinum. As you guys can see here from the front styling, the Platinum looks completely different compared to that LE that I showed you guys. These headlights are going to be a full projector LED with an LED turn signal, with an automatic low and high beam, with an LED daytime running light. My Tesla also has LED fog lights down here, lower part of the bumper. There's front parking sensors. There's this blue Toyota emblem here to signify that you have the hybrid trim. Honestly, I'm a really big fan of the exterior styling of the Toyota Sienna. Toyota did a really good job with redesigning this thing for the 2021 model year. As you guys can see, my Tesla has this front facing camera there. I like the grille. The grille is massive, it's bold, it's in your face, just like the Toyota Camry here. But making our way to the side profile here, these are a 235/60 width tire. These are Bridgestone tires. It's wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. I'm a big fan of the multi-spoke finish here. I like the aluminum finish here that my Tesla has on this Platinum trim. That's this LED side marker here. My Tesla comes with a standard sunroof. I don't think Toyota offers a panoramic sunroof on the Siennas. So just like in the other review, my Tesla had the little symbols here to kick underneath the side skirt here, but unfortunately my Tesla didn't have the feature to open up the door. So if you have the key in your purse or in your pocket, once you kick your feet underneath there, it will open up these sliding rear doors here. I'm show you guys the interior really quick. It's a brown interior. It's a two-tone, but you guys have to wait until I get into the actual vehicle to talk about that. But to close it, you can either press the button here on this little panel here, or you can just press the button here on the actual grab handle, or you can just kick underneath there and it will power slide the door back closed. But honestly, looking at the side profile here, I like the sharp body lines that the Sienna has. Also, it does have this hockey stick design, just like on the actual Toyota Highlander, which is a nice deep body line there. But making our way to the rear here of the Sienna, I like these rear tail light design. Honestly, I'm a really big fan of that. They're an LED combination with an LED brake light, with an incandescent turn signal, with an LED reverse light. There's your Platinum and hybrid badge here. There's rear parking sensors with a reflector integrated into the bumper. I like the gloss black bumper here. There's your Sienna badge here with the Toyota emblem there. There's a rear wiper to keep the rear glass clean. But making our way over here really quick, there's the all-wheel drive badge. My Tesla does have the other electric motor to power that rear axle, so it gives this thing all-wheel drive. But to open up the cargo back here, this is a power lift gate, or you can kick your feet underneath the rear bumper here to open up the power lift gate. Toyota says you get around 35.5 cubic feet of space. Once you fold down everything, Toyota says you get 101.1 cubic feet of space, but unfortunately you cannot remove the second row anymore. Toyota doesn't allow you to remove the second row. You can remove the second row in the Honda Odyssey, and Chrysler does have the stow and go seats. And back here, that's a 120 volt household outlet back here. It's a deep amount of storage here as well. And you guys are wondering what this big plastic cover, this cover here is. This is for the actual spare tire. I'm sitting inside the interior here of the 2021 Toyota Sienna Platinum. As you guys can see, my Tesla has a two-tone interior. I like the brown and beige interior in here, but shutting the door. But to start up the Sienna, just put your foot on the brake and press the blue power button here. Since Toyota went away from that 3.5 liter V6, you do not hear any more traditional startup noise. You just hear the ding to let you know that the electronics are turned on. This doesn't have a combustion engine sound anymore because it's in hybrid. But looking at the materials here on the door panel, is going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic, aluminum door handle. It is one touch up, one touch down for all four windows. I like the aluminum trim here around the window switch controls. Power fold these mirrors in from switches to the switch here. The power folding. This does have Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. In my previous review, I said that it does have Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. My bad for that. I thought it did have 2.5, but this all Siennas come standard with the 2.0. There's two-person memory seats here. Looking over here, there's some functions for the stability control, an automatic switch here. This does have a 120 volt outlet. There you can turn it on and off. A heated steering wheel button. This does have the perimeter scan camera, so just in case you want to see what's around the vehicle, you definitely do so. Just in case there are some kids or there is a curve, you can definitely do so as well. You can also switch the color of the van here, so just in case you had a white van, you can keep it white, or you had a red van, which my Tesla is not red at all. It's a gray van, but just leaving it like that, you can switch the different angle there to see what's around the vehicle, which I think is a nice thing. But I wish Toyota just beefed up the actual resolution because it looks really grainy and cartoonish. But looking here, is missing one function. I'm not sure what that is, but this is a Platinum. It's completely fully loaded. There's also your dimmer switches here, your trip computer there, reset button, your fuel cap opener. You can also lock the sliding rear doors. A storage compartment here. I like the brown leather wrap steering wheel here. This is a pad. You can cycle through this LCD display front and center. Just like the LE Sienna that I showed you guys, this does have the blacked out background to give it that effect that it has an LCD display, but I still like the look here. I like the power meter there. You can also customize the screen here by using this little trackpad. Using a pad here. It shows you different things like blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, parking sensors, and rear cross traffic alert. Also, you can customize the heads-up display. Since my tester is the platinum trim, you do get a heads-up display there. You can show different things like your speed, also when you're charging the batteries, and also for the driver support as well. This is your energy flow meter and whatnot. It does show you your tire pressure, also your safety sense there. Like I mentioned, this does come with Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. So you can customize that screen as well. Looking here, there's a forward collision warning button, your lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control there. This thing will stop and go for you once you either hit the accelerator or you hit the resume button here. Your radio presets are there, your volume controls. I like the 3-spoke wheel design. This is straight off the Toyota Highlander. Looking at the upper part of your dashboard, it's going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic. Even on this part here, it's going to be a soft touch material. Going here, looking at this 9-inch display. This 9-inch display is going to come standard on all Siennas. Look at the Apple CarPlay. It's nice, clean, crisp resolution here. Going to the Apple Maps, and this does support Waze as well. You can see nice, clean resolution as well. This does have some dedicated buttons for the media, menu, audio, map, sync, track, and also a phone and different app buttons there. And this does have the tri-zone climate control. So each passenger in this van is going to have their own set of climate controls. My Tesla does have 3-level heated and cool seats, which is really nice. But when you have the cool seat set to its highest setting there, you can hear the fans. So me personally, I would just leave it on the second level for the cool seats. My Tesla does have this USB port, so you can connect it to the actual Apple CarPlay. I'm not sure if it comes with wireless Apple CarPlay. My Tesla does come with this wireless phone charger here. As you guys can see there, it's charging my iPhone 11 just fine. This is the key fob here for the Sienna. Same key fob from the LE as well. I wish I just had Sienna in the background, the back of the key there. A little area here to rest your phone, a cup holder. But putting the Sienna into reverse here, my Tesla also has a top-down 360 view. Like I showed you guys, you can change the color of your van. Like for example, my Tesla is not actually a red van, but I just clicked the red just because. This does have front and rear parking sensors, a front-facing camera. There's different angles here of the camera. This is the wide mode as well. Like I mentioned, it does have the rear cross traffic alert with a top-down 360 view, which is here. Kicking over here to the left, this does have a sport mode, but putting Sienna back into park. It does have different drive modes, which is a sport and an eco and a normal mode. So this comes with 3 different drive modes here. There's the EV mode. You can, once you charge the batteries up, you get around 2 to 3 miles of electric range. Toyota should beef up the batteries to give a little bit more range. But there's electronic parking brake here and auto hold. Lifting up this little flap here, it reveals 2 cup holders with a little more storage. This does fit my bottle of water just fine. So there's 4 cup holders up here in total. Push this little lever there. There's going to be a deep amount of storage with a USB-C and also a USB port. You can probably put a small purse or a couple of wallets in there. This area here is padded as well. To me, this is like design off the Lincoln Navigator. I like the area here as well. It's slightly padded here for all the soccer moms or soccer dads or whatnot. You can put a carry-on bag right here or a diaper bag and whatnot. There's also a 12-volt here. So since this van has plenty of space, my Tesla also has this rear view camera mirror as well. It's $200. Honestly, I would expect that in just in case you want to look at this. You can just flip that like that and it shows you a crisp view of the back of the vehicle there. There's going to be incandescent lighting throughout the whole entire cabin. You can also open up the sliding doors there. My Tesla just has a standard sunroof. It doesn't offer a panoramic sunroof because my Tesla has the 11.6 display there for the rear seat entertainment. There's this convex mirror here so you can just look at the rear passengers. You can also slide and tilt that sunshade here. The seats in here, they're comfortable. Like I mentioned, the 3-level heated and cool seats. I like that they're a brown soft tex leather seat here. There's more storage here. Looking at the glove compartment, it's damped but it's not lined with felt, but it's a pretty decent sized glove box. But let's hop into the second and third row of the Toyota Sienna. So I'm going to show you guys how to get into the second and third row here of the Toyota Sienna. If you have the key fob in your hand or in your purse, you can kick underneath here and that opens up the sliding doors here. As you can see, my Tesla still has that brown interior. And unfortunately, getting back here really quick, my Tesla is missing the ottoman function, so I can't really stretch out if I wanted to, but you can also slide the seats back Toyota says you can slide them back by 25 inches. So as you guys can see, I have plenty of room to stretch out here, but sliding it back, you can also push it close just in case you had a car seat here. It's going to be 2 map pockets here on the side as well. There's going to be a USB port here and a USB-C, your Sienna name, which is there just like on that LE that I showed you guys. Down here's going to be a 120 volt house outlet here with the HDMI port, 2 cup holders here. The floor back here is nice and flat, but to shut the door, just press this button here, air power forward, or you can just pull the handle and it'll shut it closed as well. There's this manual sunshade here to block out the peasants or the paparazzi. Once you push this button up here, this shows the 11.6 inch display. This is part of the package, is a rear seat entertainment. Once you have something connected to the HDMI, it will display here. Up here is going to be tri-zone climate control. So like I mentioned, every passenger gets their own set of climate control. My Tesla has the 3-level heated seats. I wish they would have offered cool seats back here as well. Mind you guys, I'm only 5'8". I have plenty of headroom. It's going to be LED light throughout the whole entire cabin back here. I just don't have the light switch on up there in the front. I guess you have to do it from the front seats there, but it's going to be LED light throughout the whole entire cabin. But let's get into the third row here really quick. Like I mentioned from the cargo scene, Toyota doesn't let you remove the second row here anymore. Once you pull this lever here, you can slide the seat forward. You can see there, so there's plenty of space to get into the third row here. So getting back here, you can recline the seat to your liking here. The materials and stuff, it's gonna be a hard touch plastic. There's gonna be a volume control button here as well, so you can adjust the volume from that rear seat entertainment there. And over here is going to be a USB and USB-C port, also a headphone jack with manual sunshades as well, so you can basically block out more peasants and paparazzi just in case you were in the third row back here. Like I mentioned, it's going to be LED light throughout the whole entire cabin. I just don't have the switch on from the front here. But sitting back here, I have the seat reclined. I can definitely go on a long road trip and enjoy myself as well. But I'm going to sit behind the seat here. So this is with the seat not too as far as track, because like I mentioned, you can slide the seat back by additional 25 inches, so that's plenty of space. So my Tesla is missing the ottoman function. I'm not sure why, but this is a platinum trim. Maybe you have to spec that in. But I want to show you guys the legroom here. I have plenty of legroom, enough to move around. But to get out the row back here, you can just pull this here and slide the seat forward. So just in case you don't want to sit in the second row, you can sit in the third row here. Like I mentioned, the floor is completely flat for a lot of space. So I have the hood open here for the 2021 Toyota Sienna hybrid. Let's see what powers this hybrid here. This has the company's 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. It makes 245 horsepower. It's paired with an eCVT transmission. As the Sienna sits, it weighs around 4,700 pounds. Fuel economy is rated at 35 in the city, 35 on the highway, and 36 combined. Because my Tesla has the all-wheel drive system, so you're going to lose 1 mpg if you don't go for the front-wheel drive version. So you get 36 in the city, 36 on the highway, and 36 combined if you go for the front-wheel drive version. If you go for the all-wheel drive version, you're going to lose 1 mpg, but that's not a big number that you're going to lose compared to the previous generation Sienna. This thing is definitely improved with fuel economy and also with refinement. The Sienna can still tow around 3,500 pounds. If you're looking to tow a little bit more, you have to look at the other competitors, which can tow 5,000 pounds. And this is also paired with a 650 watt nickel metal hydrate battery. Starting off in the 2021 Toyota Sienna Hybrid Platinum trim, my Tesla has this beautiful two-tone interior, which looks really nice. Great visibility. My Tesla also has heads-up display. You can customize the heads-up display like I showed you guys from the interior scene here. The seats in here, they're comfortable. They're 3-level heated and cooled seats, which I'm really a big fan of 3-level heated and cooled seats, especially at the price point of this vehicle. The materials in here are soft touch materials as well, so Toyota didn't skimp out there, especially on this platinum trim. You also keep your kids occupied on a long road trip with that 11.6 inch display, which is considered as the rear seat entertainment, which honestly I would just spec in, because on a long road trip you can just play your favorite movies and whatnot and keep them occupied, so they won't keep asking you, are we there yet? My Tesla does come with Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, which includes rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring with lane keeping assist, lane trace assist. In my previous review, I said my Tesla had the Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. My apologies. Toyota just says that it comes standard with the 2.0 system. So the features that I mentioned, that's what this van comes with, which is really good driver's assistance as well. So Toyota does a really good job with their driver's assistance. The ride quality in here is really freaking amazing. Like, it's so refined. It's really good. It sucks up the bumps just fine, especially with this platinum grade trim. But I'm gonna do a slight acceleration run here. My tester has the all-wheel drive, so I'm gonna turn off the traction control here. I'm gonna put this thing into an actual sport mode, and most likely I feel like it's gonna be a lot of wool hopping and maybe a lot of torque steer. But let's see what the Sienna does. So I'm gonna put my foot on the brake and the accelerator. Yeah, with this being the all-wheel drive system, so there's a rear electric motor powering the rear axle. There was no drama, there was no torque steer, and honestly, I feel like it raised the nose of the vehicle up just by doing like a brake torque. And honestly, that's surprising from a minivan. Toyota, one thing I say they should put in the Sienna here, maybe for a refresh, maybe in like 2022 or whatnot, they should put the same engine that's in the Toyota RAV4 Prime. That thing makes 302 horsepower, and Toyota says that's the second fastest Toyota product that they have. And honestly, I haven't driven the RAV4 Prime just yet. The dealership hasn't got none in stock, but once they do, I will definitely have a full in-depth review for you guys. But I feel like this vehicle needs this, because if you guys put your family and your friends and you guys want to go on a long road trip, I feel like this van will just be a little sluggish, because it makes less horsepower than the Odyssey and also the Pacifica. This makes the Sienna here makes 245 horsepower. This has the company's 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. It's paired with an eCVT transmission. Fuel economy is rated at 35 in the city, 35 on the highway, and 36 combined, because my tester has the all-wheel drive system here. But if you go for the front-wheel drive version, you get 36 city, 36 highway, and 36 combined. So you just lose 1 mpg off the fuel economy. But honestly, that shouldn't be a deal breaker. It's just 1 mpg less. But this thing still gets really good fuel economy compared to the other vans in the segment. Yes, I know Chrysler does have the Pacifica that you can get like 30 plus miles of electric range. Yes, I understand that, but the fully hybrid here, like I mentioned, that's the company's 2.5 liter engine, which is really good. But once you put your foot down here, you feel a surge of torque from the electric motors. And of course, yes, this is a 4-cylinder. It doesn't sound the best. It's a 4-banger. It's going to be a little bit raspy. It's going to buzz into the cabin, but it's not a deal breaker, especially for me. For most people, it shouldn't be a deal breaker. But putting this thing into EV mode, I've been averaging around 31 miles to the gallon, which is not bad. I'm actually 4 mpg off what the EPA suggests, but maybe if I didn't have a heavy foot, I could probably achieve the 35 miles to the gallon or more than what the EPA suggests, which is 35 miles to the gallon. But if you're a conservative driver, you might get around 36, 37 miles to the gallon with the Sienna here. But the ride quality here is really good. I do hear a little bit of road noise because the road that I'm driving on, it does have a lot of imperfections, like a lot of grooves and whatnot in the road, so it does make the cabin a little bit more nosier compared to softer pavement. The seats in here, they're comfortable, they hold you in place, especially in the second and third row of the Sienna. They're really comfortable as well. Honestly, I'm a really big fan of the captain's chairs. If you want to sit up to 8 people in your Sienna, you have to go for the bench seating. I'm not sure of the bench seating with the platinum trim. Maybe I have to check Toyota's website, but if you guys do know the answer to that, just comment down in the comment section below to let me know. But I'm assuming that you would be able to get the bench seating to have 8 people in this thing. But I know one of you guys wanted me to test the capacity of this vehicle. Like I mentioned, it makes 245 horsepower. This thing weighs around 4,700 pounds. You can tow 3,500 pounds as well, but if you go for the other competitors, they can tow 5,000 pounds. So you kind of do lose a little bit of the towing if you go for the Sienna hybrid here. Yes, like I was back to what I was saying. One of you guys want me to test out the full capacity of this vehicle. I'm gonna try to see if I can get all my friends to do it, to see if we can, you know, ride around in this thing and see how it really does with 7 to 8 people in this van. But honestly, I think it should do really good. But like I mentioned, horsepower wise, the Sienna is going to be a little sluggish. So Toyota, you should definitely give this thing the same engine that's in the RAV4 Prime. So after spending time with the 2021 Toyota Sienna, this thing has a really smooth ride quality. Of course, it's a hybrid. It does get really good fuel economy. So just in case you're looking to put your family in a hybrid vehicle, I would recommend getting the Toyota Sienna Platinum. My Tesla starts off at $50,400. $460. This does have the rear seat entertainment, the 11.6 display, which is around $1,400. Also that digital rearview camera mirror, which is $200. My Tesla has a grand total of $54,741. I'd like to give a special thanks to South Dade Toyota for providing me with the 2021 Toyota Sienna Hybrid. If you're in the market for a Toyota Sienna Hybrid, you can come to South Dade Toyota and ask for Wilford. He'll get you into a new, used, or pre-owned vehicle. Hope you guys have enjoyed my full review here on the 2021 Toyota Sienna Hybrid Platinum trim. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews, and please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'll catch you all in the next video.